It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. It's not a car, it's a hobby, and I think if you buy an old classic car, you've got to look at it in those terms. You're going to have problems. It just comes with the territory. I'm Lindsay. I have a 1973 E-Type Roadster V12. Car has a fairly interesting history. Started off, was sold to a lady who lived in the States. She moved then to Hawaii, and then consequently was purchased by a fellow who worked for Qantas and brought it out to Australia. Did the right-hand drive conversion. So the car's been here since about 2000, and I've owned it for the last 2 years. And in that time, as a friend of mine said at the time, you'll probably have to replace just about all the bits and pieces of cooling systems and transmissions and all the rest of it, and he was absolutely right, because that's what's happened. Interesting story. I ended up, I was made aware of the car's, the fact that the car was for sale, and I went to look at it with a friend. He was interested in buying it, and as it turned out, he decided not to buy it, and for better or for worse, I did. So that's what started me on the journey with the E-Type. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. It's not a car, it's a hobby, and I think if you buy an old classic car, you've got to look at it in those terms. You're going to have problems. It just comes with the territory, but you know, you get the self-satisfaction of getting it right, and I think right now the car's probably as good as I'm going to get it. So I'm happy just to drive along you know, some of the car days. Most of the fellas I know have got cars, classic cars, and it's a bit of camaraderie. We enjoy each other's company, and that's the fun of classic cars. You get out and like back in the old days when I was young, I had motorbikes, did the same thing, had friends that liked to tour around, and so this is a bit of an extension of that, although as you get older you decide you like a bit more protection around you than say a motorbike provides. So yeah. I purchased the car from a fellow in Austinville. He was a car guy. He actually restored cars for a living for many years. He was retired. When I purchased the car, it hadn't been really used that much. It was very tired, and you know, bit by bit I've worked on improving it, transmission, suspension, and so forth. But now to the point, which is the good part, you just you know, get out there with friends and enjoy country drives and whatever. It's certainly a great car to drive. I'm surprised at just how great it is to drive. Very smooth, enormous amount of torque, and a V12 engine, it just hums along. The engine has a lot of torque. It is a real pleasure to drive. I do have an old 66 Mustang, and it's very agricultural compared to the E-Type. As I say, I'm very surprised at how well it drives, so I'm enjoying it and having a lot of fun.